I want to talk about the first Phorm gig. So the last piece of content we got to shoot together just in the lounge, and this was right before you got terminated at the previous job. And we
Yeah.
were talking about you kind of going all
I was talking
in.
about quitting.
Yeah. So I remember you sent me a
Thanks
text.
for that.
I remember you sent me a text like, I don't know. You're like, yeah, guess what? It actually happened. But so
I
your
saw
job
that
now
video, bro.
I remember you telling me First Phorm really isn't, they're not looking for people that have tens of thousands of followers. They're looking for the everyday person.
Yeah.
And with you being the sales rep and kind of like pre-qualifying the talent before they get the First Phorm stamp of approval, what's that called? Like, are they a First Phorm ambassador?
So the program is called the Legionnaire program.
Okay.
It's our sales affiliate program.
Got it. So essentially, they're doing something exciting or interesting, even with a modest, mild, small following, but you think they're special enough that people are going to relate to them. I got to imagine there's times where you get them on the phone and you're like, okay, this is like, again, he lives in rural Ohio and he barrels hay and he does all this stuff. And dude, this guy's content could be really great. And then it actually comes to it, and you watch the guy's stuff over the course of months, and it's just, I mean, just it's not engaged. Your guys are just like, it can't, like, do you guys ever have to go and be like, hey, listen, this isn't working?
So very rarely would we do that, but we have an entire team of coaches at HQ that work with these people. So they'll say like, hey, look, man, you're doing this and this and this here. Like, here's maybe how you want to try it. Like, we have all like a huge training library that Legionnaires get access to on like social media, marketing, all that stuff. Like, and then they get their own one-on-one coach that works with them on it. So usually we can get someone to improve. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's for everyone, for sure. Like, and if I alluded to that, it's definitely not for everyone. Like, not everybody can jump in front of the camera and talk and be interesting, right? Yeah. But I think for the most part, we underestimate how interesting our lives are. If we're willing to put in the work to show it, there's going to be people who want to see it. So very rarely do we kick people out. But I mean, it has happened,
Sure.
You know, and for us, it's like, so like you hit the nail on the head. Like we've done the whole 8 million follower route, you know, all that stuff. And it just doesn't take as well as like somebody who's got like 5,000 followers who are fucking gung ho bought into what they're doing. And it's like, you know, I'll talk to people who are on the fence about it. They're like, man, I only got 1,200 followers. I don't know if I should. I'm like, picture 1,200 people in a room. It's a lot of fucking people, man. Like, you got 1,200 people that give a fuck about what you're saying. That's a big deal. And they're like, oh, I never thought about it that way. I'm like, yeah. If they're real followers, if they're bought into what you're doing, and it goes back to Simon Sinek. He wrote what is it?
Leaders Eat Last. He wrote. He had the Golden
It's
Circle.
like Raving Fans.
Raving Fans is. I don't know if that was Sinek or Sinek.
Well, anyway, like having 1,000 raving fans.
Yeah.
You know, versus having a shitload of people who are just going to put up the eggplant emoji when you post your ass. Like, it doesn't translate. You know.
Yeah.